Excited to welcome Masoud Barzani here today. He's an iconic figure. Before I say a word of introduction, let me just welcome Deputy Prime Minister Barham Saleh. We're delighted to have him here today, and obviously you're lifting the quality of the audience today. Thank you for coming. Dr. Brzezinski, thank you for joining us today. It's always a pleasure to have you here. Paul Wolfowitz, thanks for coming, Paul. Delighted to have you here. Ladies and gentlemen, we're very pleased to welcome Masoud Barzani today. He is, this is the kind of figure around which novels are written. Of course, he is the president of the Kurdistan region in Iraq, and was born on the same day that the Kurdish Democratic Party was founded, and so there's a unique constellation of his personal history and the development of the Kurdish region in Iraq. He's lived through the tragedies. His family was separated. He suffered a great deal of personal tragedy in his own life. The oppression that existed in Iraq, the violence. He's had to personally set aside his own professional development in order to become a warrior on behalf of Kurdistan. And he carried the banner for Kurds throughout a very long and difficult period. And he now comes as the senior statesman for the Kurds in Iraq. And it's a time when I was saying to him in our brief meeting beforehand, we now need to be listening to people in this region because we're going through a pretty big change in this country. We're going to have an election here on Tuesday. I don't know how it's going to come out, but I'm pretty sure that we're going to have a lot of pressure for changing our posture, and we need to know we're doing the right thing. And I think that's part of the reason it's important to have you here, President. So thank you for coming. This strong, powerful figure is chosen to spend a little bit of time with us today. We're delighted to have him here. I have many friends here today. I should recognize them. Mike Wynn, thank you for coming. Rudy DeLeon, thank you for being here. Jay Garner, it's great to see you again. He doesn't ever want to come back to Washington. He told me he doesn't ever want to be back here. But it took Masoud Barzani to bring him back from his grandchildren down in Florida. So it's great to have you all here. Thank you for coming. And let me turn to you. Well, Ray, do you want to say any further word of introduction? Yeah, I think that, let me just say Ray Dubois is going to be leading the question and answer period. And please ask questions. Don't give speeches. That's one thing we want to hear the President. So, Mr. President, we're delighted to have you here. Thank you for coming. We look forward to your remarks. Thank you for coming. You can place your luck.
زور سپاسی برای همری اکرام سروکی CSIS والو زور سپاس و پیزانین بو برایستان بو آماده بونتان و راستنی ام در فتا بو اما.
Thank you very much. Thank you, Mr. Hamri, the chairman of the CSIS. Thank you all for coming. I'm pleased and privileged to have this opportunity to talk to you.
آتنی اما بو واشتن زانم لکاته کی زور حساسه به نسبتی ایوه ملت امریکا و هر وها بو همو جهان چون که چند روزه کی تره و هالبجاردنی سروکی تازه امریکا دست پیدا کرد.
So our visit to Washington comes at a very critical and sensitive time, a time which is critical to the people of the United States, but also to us and to the whole world. In a few days' time, we will be seeing the presidential election, which has a great impact on everything.
آتنی ما بو اوه براستی ما سپاسی ملت امریکا سپای امریکا بکنیم و سپاسی سروکی امریکا بکنیم بو اوه یارمتیه که داین اما رزگار ببین لرژیمی دیکتاتوری.
Our visit was to come to the United States to express our thanks and appreciation to the people of the United States, to the United States military and the President of the United States for the assistance and support that they have provided to liberate our people from dictatorship.
و همیشه اما به ریزکی زوره و یادی او قربانیانه که این که داوتانه سپای ایوه کروکچی ایوه داویانه لپیناوی رزگاری گلکما.
And we've always appreciated and we express our condolences for the sacrifices of men and women in uniform, for the sacrificing their lives for the sake of the liberation of our people in Iraq.
و من دموی سودلم در فتاور بگیرم بو اوی بوچونه کانی خومانتان بو دیاری بکن لسر وضع عراق بگشتی وضع ناوچکه و رولی کرد و هر اتفاقیه‌ای که عموما چاوروانی.
I would like to take this opportunity to express the views of Kurdistan region on the situation in Iraq, in the region, the role played by the Kurds, and also the SOFA agreement.
در فتره که زور گوره بو گلی عراق هات پیش بو اوی عراقی که تازه عراقی فدرالی دموکرات داب مزرینن و عملیه که سیاسی دستی پیکرد هرچند داشت تحدیاتی که زور ماوله پیش بلام عراق است خواهان دستوری که زور پیش کوتوه هلبجاردن دستی پیکردو لسالی دهاتو هلبجاردنی تر دست پیدا کرد وضعی امنی زور باشتر بوه بلام دیسان جار اکترالیم هشتا تحدیاتی که زوریش ماوه.
So a great opportunity has come to the people of Iraq in order to have the opportunity to build a new Iraq, an Iraq that's federal and democratic, and also a political process has started in Iraq. Still, there are a lot of challenges ahead of us, but Iraq today enjoys an advanced constitution. We have had elections in Iraq, and next year we will see another election. There has been improvement in the security situation, but at the same time, there are also challenges ahead.
رولی کرد لم عملیه زور دیار واشکرایه اما بجداری من که لرزگار کردنی عراق و خوین مانده لپیناوی جبجه کردنی و آمانجا.
The role played by the Kurds is very obvious. We have participated in the liberation of Iraq. We also shed blood side by side with the Americans for that sake.
و استا اما شریکین لحکومتی فدرالی بغداد.
Now we are partners in the federal government in Baghdad.
و اما بردوام بین لسر بینین رولی ایجابی خومان بو چسپاندنی عراقی فدرالی دموکرات.
And we will continue to play our positive role in bringing about a federal, democratic and pluralistic Iraq.
هرچند شتێکی زۆر طبیعیە جار بەجار ممکنە خلافاتیش ڕوو بدات بوچوونی جیاوازمان هەبی لەسەر تەفسیری هەندێک بنودی دەستور بەڵام ئێمە سوورین لەسەر ئەوەی کە هەموو ئەو گرفتانە بە شێوەیەکی ئاشتیانە چارەسەر بکەین و دستور حەکەم بی بۆ چارەسەری هەر گرفتێکی کە بێتە پێش.
And I would also like to say it's very normal in such a circumstances to have disputes or different point of view and different interpretations to articles and items of the Constitution, but I would like to assure you that we're determined in order to try our best to settle all the scores and to solve all the problems through dialogue and peaceful means, and to have the Constitution to be the judge and the referee to go back to.
ئێمە لە هەرێمی کوردستان مشغول ئەوەین کە مؤسساتی دستوری داب مەزرێنین.
We in the Kurdistan region focus our efforts in building constitutional institutions.
هەرچەندە ئینسان ناتوانیم ڕوو لە هیچ کوێیەکی دنیا بڵێ ئەمنی مطلق هەیە بەڵام لە کوردستان توانیمانە بەهۆی یارمەتی میلەتی خۆمان و دەستگاکانی ئەمنی خۆمان کە ئەمن و ئاسایش بۆ هەرێمی کوردستان بە شێوەیەکی زۆر بەرچاو دابین بکەین.
Although nowhere in the world one can say that there is absolute security, but we have been able in Kurdistan region of Iraq, with the assistance and support of our people and also the hard work of our security authorities, to be able to provide a safe and secure environment for the people in that region.
و ئەوەی زۆر یارمەتی ئێمەی داوە کە ئەم ئەمن و ئاسایشە بەرقرار بی حقیقەت ئەو فەرهەنگەیە کە میلەتی ئێمە پێی پەروەردەکراوە.
And what has helped us in order to maintain that safety and security is the culture that our people have grown up with, culture of tolerance.
ئێمە بە درێژایی مێژوو فێری فەرهەنگی تەسامح بووین ملەتی ئێمە چونکە چ تەسامحی نەتەوەی چ تەسامحی دینی چ مەزهەبی ئەمە بە درێژایی مێژوو لە کوردستان هەبووە.
Throughout history, we've brought up with the culture of tolerance and with the history of tolerance. National, ethnic, religious and sectarian tolerance has been with us all the way through history.
ئێستاش ئێمە ئەمانەوەی کوردستان بەڕاستی نمونە بی هەرچەندە من ادعا ناکەم کە ئێمە بێ کەم و کوڕین کەم و کوڕیمان هەیە بەڵام ئێرادەی ئەوەمان هەیە کە ئەو کەم و کوڕیانە نەهێڵین و کوردستان بۆ هەمومان بی بۆ کورد و عەرەب و تورکومان و کلدان و ئاشووری و هەموو ئەو برایانەی تر کە لە کوردستان ئەژین.
Now we would like to say that we want Kurdistan to be a model for the new Iraq. Although I don't claim that we don't have problems or we don't have flaws in the Kurdistan region, but there is a strong political will in order to cope up with the situation and find solutions and to make